Sweet.
Nice.
Alrighty then. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 15 of the Diecast, where once a month we talk about the latest developments in anime video gaming. If you want to listen to past podcasts, follow us on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and links to them are down below. Here with me today are my friends, Gal.
Hey, I'm sick. I had a fever and I was burning my ass off early in the morning, but I'm feeling better now. Yeah.
They have the
Hopefully,
chimichangas.
Are we okay?
Amalad.
Yo, everybody! What's going on, Scamalad?
Don't you got back pain?
I do. Because you're here. Because you're back.
From Phantom.
I'm
My
gonna
entire-
break your legs.
My entire pun was just missed when I said, "No, I do have back pain." Because you're back, Mark.
I'm gonna break your fucking legs.
No.
I mean, I would lose the feeling in my back, so you'd be doing me a favor.
Good.
People's legs.
I'll break whatever I feel like.
Oh no.
Don't you
Speaking
have the
of-
insurance?
Hawkman.
Hi.
And
I have no pain.
that's
You're gonna get pain when I'm done with you.
No, he's eating his milk and cookies as always. So yeah,
and don't forget.
that's what I was implying. Yes.
I don't like this podcast anymore.
And our guest host for today's podcast is Sydney P. Good to have you here, fam.
Hey, well, said Snap, but either or, it's your girl. Oh shit! Sorry, my phone
Hey.
started ringing right as I.
Amazing intro.
Perfect. Nice.
But,
No problem, man.
anyway, I asked everyone to hold their questions until the end of the podcast. We'll start off with Gamelan. Gamelan, how was July for you, man?
July? It's been pretty garbage, but hey, I'm still alive.
Oh, garbage.
Yeah, a lot of things happened on my job where there was only one person left working in the computer center, and that was me. So I was constantly pulling 35 to 40-hour shifts, even though I'm a 16-hour worker.
Mhm.
And yeah, dealing with some health issues, but that's besides the point. I'm here. I'm alive. It's almost August. Sayonara, July.
Ouch.
Oof.
Hopefully, all.
It's looking like it.
Nice.
Al?
Oh, well, for me, like it is, this entire July was actually my personal favorite so far. I came back from Anime Expo a week ago as well. I enjoyed the crap out of my entire vacation in California. I'll also say that. And not by like on Saturday, I'm just prepping up for my birthday party, so that's gonna be good. So I got a couple of things planned so far, but other than that, this entire July has been stellar. Hopefully, I'll be able to get a video out, at least one, before the end of the month. That's the only thing, which is currently being worked on, so I should be fine. But yeah, it's been nice, really nice. A nice vacation that I honestly need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, until I got sick.
That's nothing new though.
Yeah. It's always happening every time it's my birthday. I somehow manage to get a small fever. Somehow. It happens a lot. I don't know why. Well, hopefully beforehand. But go ahead.
Hawkman?
Basically just sort of keeping to myself this month, sort of taking time to not edit anymore and just sort of tone down. Give me some me time.
Hey, take a vacation. Take a
Aw.
deep
I can
break and
respect
stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. That's pretty good, man. Yeah.
I have to get back into it very soon.
Excuse me, what? When did this become an ASMR podcast?
No, no.
I'm about to like take care of his mouth for you. Don't worry.
don't
Listen,
like
Mark, you're my friend. I don't roll that way. So,
Sure.
And Sanam, how was July for you?
Sydney?
I'm sorry, you said. I thought you said somebody else's name. I heard like Sanam or something. I'm like, I
Who's
guess
Sanam?
there's somebody else near my name. My July was quite eventful. I did quite a lot, obviously, with the AX and everything. Which was like in its own way quite a chore.
Oh, really?
I've been well, I've had fun, but there was so much business stuff that had to be done, but I had a lot of fun, and I've been trying to build my YouTube up some more, and a lot of eventful things have been happening this month that I'm excited for the future about. So
There you
Hey.
go. On that YouTube grind.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
On the YouTube grind.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
And
Oh, man.
especially what YouTube's been.
Oh. Yeah. YouTube's been doing a lot of fun stuff. Like every day, making you lose 30 subscribers after you gain 20.
What?
Oh.
That was, yeah. So earlier, this month and into last month, I would gain like 30 or 40 subscribers in a day. And the next day, I would lose like 30 to 50.
Damn.
And it was like, why? I thought I was having some good growth because, the month before that, I had my best growth ever. So I thought, okay, this is a good sign. YouTube's finally working in my favor. And then it just slaps me in the face.
That is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, I think I know why. It's because YouTube last a little bit ago has been like really adamant about like removing all the bots. Like I remember I was checking my growth and I lost like 300 subscribers one day, and I was like, what
Mhm.
the hell? So
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's it.
My biggest issue was when I asked YouTube, they said, oh, nothing's happening. This is all normal growth. You need to reevaluate your
that's why.
content or stuff. And I'm like, excuse me?
They're gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my content's been the same.
Yeah.
Granted, that can cause subscriber loss in other ways, but not in this type of exodus.
Yeah, that's quite a lot
Mhm.
for.
Yeah, I even had to talk. I have to talk to notification.
Mm-hmm.
Like my YouTube. Apparently, YouTube's banning accounts, and
Really?
and at first I'm like, okay, but then they posted a message on the Twitter account saying, no, we're fine with stream bumpers. Like,
What?
banning account, yet you're saying it's fine promoting your streams. Like,
Yeah, see, people would just upload videos of just a still image saying, hey, I'm going to be streaming now. And YouTube didn't like that. They thought, at least put some effort into it.
yeah, that's what I was going. I talked to my Instagram about it. They're like, yeah, they don't like it when you like just have your video site interact with me content. So I even have to some retooling bumpers, even bumpers.
Mm-hmm. Yes, like what I have to do is I have to say, like, continuing Kingdom Hearts 1.5, and I'll say, hey, I'm on Twitch right now streaming Kingdom Hearts 1.5. Link is in the description. Let's have some fun.
I think like one person that does like creative stream bumpers will be like Uberhacks or Nova, where he just takes random clips on his videos and then just says, "Oh, there's the Twitch link right there," just kind of like pass through it or something, like him playing around with his dog or some shit.
Yeah.
I noticed one guy would make skits every time he was about to stream.
Yeah, that's it again.
That same
Exactly.
guy?
like
Okay.
Nova.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was,
same
it was
guy.
so funny. Like he was running from the police in one of them.
Yeah. maybe it's someone else, but still, I know Nova makes skits involving him when he's streaming, so it's very short reminder. But still, yeah, that's pretty bad. Well, at the same time, I guess it's just YouTube being salty. It's like, oh, fucking why on Twitch, go to YouTube. Even though we all know how bad it is if you even try to stream on YouTube more than Twitch.
Chad is saying that I'm losing like connection. All right.
Oh.
Chad, can you hear me now? We'll continue.
Hold on, give me a
Yeah.
second.
Mhm.
As for me, in terms of like what I did about it,
Oh, that makes some more sense because yeah, you were cutting in and out when I went to check.
that's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe my mic is not close enough.
Hey, well, we
Um,
hear you clearly though. That's the thing in here.
Mm.
Hmm.
We'll see what happens. It was only a quick little
Okay.
blip, but yeah.
Wait a second.
A stream updating a game on you, like it always does me when I try to stream.
Yeah, it's using the right connection. Not sure if it's still cutting. All right, let me leave chat.
Okay.
Mark, you are now the new die. Oh, never mind.
What? The fucking moment. Okay. All right. Let's try this again. All right. Can you guys hear me now?
Yep, we're good.
Yeah.
Cutting out for the chat.
Let's see what chat's got to say.
Yeah.
Oh, my mic.
In the meantime, let's discuss some Five Nights at Freddy's fan theories.
No.
No, please, no, anything about that.
It's the final theory, you guys.
The final timeline.
I actually feel kind of bad for the game theorists recently. If you heard the recent news,
Yeah.
Oh,
one
yeah.
of them passed away.
one of the members,
Yeah.
one of the editors
Mhm.
for, I think one of the editors or like members of the theorists suddenly like passed away via suicide or something.
Oh no.
Yeah. It was, I think it was, yeah, it's
Still-
sad.
still
Rest in
cutting
peace,
out.
Donnie.
Still cutting out a bit. What the hell?
Are any of us still cutting out?
I think we're fine over here.
I think we're fine. Are we fine?
I mean, I'm fine. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure all of you are really fine people. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine.
Ah,
All right. Let's try this.
I
okay.
will say you fixed it.
Mike is fine now. Okay.
Okay, cool. But yeah, no, that was some recent news happening recently. Rest in, like, I feel pretty bad for the game theorist because of that. So it's like, oh, poor guy. Yeah. So hope things go well for him. That's for certain.
Yeah. It even affected Comic Drake
Hmm.
because he was part of like game theories.
Yeah, I think like the people like Gaijin, like a bunch of people who during the time when there was like an entire collaboration theorist channel with all the others working together, and then like that one guy was Donnie, I believe. And then suddenly that news kind of came up and stuff, and like it became a big uproar. But again, rest in peace. I hope things will go well for everybody there. So yeah. But other than that, yeah.
All right.
Sense? Go for it.
All right. So I think we're going to talk about our first topic now that my mic seems working again.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about something that I was honestly initially hyped for, but have mixed feelings for now. The Kill la Kill game.
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know, Arc Systems recently announced that they're quote-unquote working on a project with Studio Trigger, which was later revealed to be the Kill la Kill game.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with Gamma, since I know you have strong feelings about the project.
Well, I'm not one to watch Kill la Kill, so I can't give you my opinion as a fan of the series, but as a person who sees all of these 3D brawler type games, it's the same. It's the same, man. It just looks the same as every other 3D brawler, and it just doesn't look fun. It's from what I saw, it just looks very bland. Visuals look very stiff. I mean, I don't even think Arc System Works is even developing it. I think they're just publishing it.
They're not developing it.
Yeah.
No, Arc System Works is working on this actually.
No, they're publishing it. A Plus is developing it.
Well, they're trying to go for the Arc Systems vibe for this game in 3D form somehow. That's from what I've been told. They're working together with Arc System members and Trigger to make sure they match it exactly right with the series, particularly. If anything, because like back in Anime Expo when I was there during the Trigger panel, they announced that this one is the Kill la Kill If game. So basically, it'll be a kind of a alternative story through Satsuki's perspective, where she's the main character. Actually, that's why.
Oh.
Sasuke is the main character?
Yeah, Satsuki's the main character in this one. That's the thing that makes this game pretty special because, like, instead of being the same translated game for Ryoko, right? Now it's going to be in Satsuki's perspective on what story it is for her sake instead. So consider this a Kill la Kill 1.5 because it's all about knowing Satsuki's background and more. Because, again, the cover doesn't show Ryoko. The cover is showing the team and Satsuki, if you know what I mean. So why I'm interested in is not only is it going to be like, well, yeah, it's a 3D Arc System-ish like game, but it's actually going to be in a sense what if canonical storyline on Satsuki's end if you're a fan of Kill la Kill. So they're basically technically making another season within the game. Yeah, that's why I'm interested personally. And if I remember correctly, and this is something that I saw on the panel in Anime Expo, she's gonna have a special form, just like Ryoko.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
She just like in the last episode of Kill la Kill, they're going to incorporate a special form for Satsuki as well, as is the F series. So yeah, I have high hopes for it.
I don't know. It just seemed like combat's a little bit, in my opinion. Not to mention, it goes back to where Gamma mentioned earlier. A+ is developing it. The only track record they have was the Little Witch Academia game, which was,
So that game had so much promise. It looked so good, and then when you finally played it, it was a dumpster fire.
Yikes!
First, the PC port was garbage, and then the game just didn't play well.
Jeez. Sydney, were you able to go to the Trigger panel or any one of the Trigger panels earlier, or no?
No, I don't think I did.
Ah, dang.
Yeah, I went to the Toei thing, but that's only because Gart was speaking at it.
Ah, gotcha.
I mean, if that means anything, that's probably I don't know. I never really watched much Trigger stuff, if I'm honest.
really?
Oh, you really should. Oh, you really should.
Watched
Oh,
Kill la
like-
Kill.
Blasphemous.
I mean, maybe I just sound dumb. I'm sure I've seen a lot of Trigger stuff. I don't know. I'm not good with remembering companies, I guess.
Well, I'd say just look into them, like some of the new shows and some of their older shows. Like again, Little Witch Academia will be definitely a good start. They have.
I did watch a bit of it, but I was bored with it.
Ah, damn. Too simple.
I'm picky.
Gotcha. And if you want the actiony type, there's a lot of that in Trigger, especially with Kill la Kill.
Did they do? What was it? There's like a new one. It was like the boxing one.
Megalobox?
Boxing?
Yeah.
No.
No. That was.
Oh.
That's someone else.
I don't even remember the company that worked on Megalobox, to be honest.
Well, they did a great job.
With the animation? Oh yeah, I've seen a few episodes. It's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to finish watching that. Like, I'm like one episode away from finishing it.
You know what I really love about Megalobox, though? I've never even watched it. I just really love the ending.
Oh, as in ED or the actual last episode?
Both! I watched both.
Ah, oh shit.
Gart ruined the anime for me because he's watching it. I'm like, oh, it's okay.
I should definitely finish up that show myself then.
But
Do it.
the other thing I want to talk about for the Kill la Kill game is like it goes like to me visually it looks fine. It looks fine. The thing is that it looks kind of choppy a little bit because it looks like correct me if I'm wrong, Gamma, but is Arc Systems lending A+ the Guilty Gear engine because the animation looked a little bit choppy, which I realized occurs in a lot of Guilty Gear games because of the engine that Arc Systems use.
Did they have that problem with Dragon Ball?
It's not as noticeable as Dragon Ball, but I know for Arc Systems they use this limited frame animation because they believe that it gives like the game more of a 2D feel. And I noticed that in like the Kill la Kill game.
Unfortunately, I couldn't tell you based off the looks of it. I would assume they're not using it. Because I feel like they haven't used that engine outside of a 2D fighting game. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but yeah.
Like, if you look at the trailer, you'll see it, but it feels kind of clunky a little bit. Not like it feels like it was an intentional choice.
It's a stylized thing. Again, from when I saw in the panel back in Anime Expo, they said that they were working really hard to be very picky with, I guess, A+ to make sure that the game is exactly into their vision. Because, like, again, the ambition for this one is that it's a what-if scenario. This is going to be like season 1, but in Satsuki's perspective. They want to make sure that they blow it away for people to learn new things about Satsuki instead of just the same storytelling they did with just Kill la Kill into a video game form, basically, you know?
Mhm.
They want to make sure something is original out of this game at least. So choppy it may be. I think maybe it's still being in a very slight works on. But I have somewhat of an optimistic feel is since they're not going to just like rehash a story and into a video game form, since it's actually going to be a different story entirely. You know, like instead of just like this, it's just like how Nanatsu no Taizai turned out being just a rehash and pretty poorly made.
Mm.
So I don't know. Personally, I think that if they're going to be focused, if they're going to make work hard also on the story for this game, that means there should be a good chance this might turn out pretty good.
The one
Yeah.
thing I am interested in the game that was apparently revealed, you get
Yeah.
to fight with dialogue.
Fight with dialogue. Okay, that's new.
What?
Are we This is the North Star now?
Mm,
Oh, wait. Are you talking about the big texts that usually just show up every time in Kill la Kill? They're actually going to be dealing damage?
according to what was recently revealed in the game, players can freely run around a 3D field using simple controls. While there are not any command moves and such, players can easily perform attacks with the D-pad, dashes or whatever. And then the game is based on a rock paper scissors system where one action is set of 3 overpowers another, but weak against the other. This includes break attacks, blows, guards, one says read evasion attacks, and evasions. Let's see, but I'm trying to look for the one in which they mentioned about the dialogue.
See, kids, you don't have to resort to fighting. You can just talk it out.
Mm-hmm.
Given Ryoka, who's always screaming Kyuri and Satsuki all the fucking time, really? Oh, okay. Sure. I mean, that's an interesting concept if it's going to be that way, then.
I'm trying to find the article. I'm trying to find the article in which they mentioned it, but when I do, I'll let you guys know.
Sure.
Also, they are using the Xrd engine for this game.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah, they said they were going to have the Guilty Gear engine for this one, so... Yeah, I mean, like, again, it's a stylized thing, and given how well they did it, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, they can't fuck it up for this one somehow, even if
Yeah.
it is 3D.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
come on. I don't know. Maybe. They said themselves in the panel that they're really being, like... They're really, how you put it, being picky with them to make sure that they get the exact vision they're looking for. They're not half-assing it, quote unquote. So, shrugs. We'll just see how it turns out when they release the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, since we're still on the subject of Trigger, let's talk about another thing that Trigger announced.
Mhm.
A couple weeks ago, Trigger announced that they launched a Patreon, which some people in the anime community were flipping their shit about.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, for sure. Surprisingly, they are not doing as well as I thought they would be doing.
Really?
Trigger?
Yeah.
Huh.
They were
I
making
mean-
about like $2,000, $2,500, $4,400, something like that.
Let me take a look at how much they are currently making right now for Trigger.
I mean, I guess people are still skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're making like 9,300 a month.
I will personally. Oh, well, that definitely went up since I last saw it. But
Mhm.
I definitely will say, if, as like, personally, I would not, unless I really enjoyed the. I mean, I'm not obviously a Trigger fangirl. I'm sure a lot of people are Trigger fans,
Mhm.
but I would not be. I would not feel like I want to pledge when there's no, there's no initiative. But I guess it's a big company.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't give you anything, and I guess I don't know. That's a bit right.
I'm just in it for the art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
So they
I'm
do
in it
post
for.
art and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that there was an article that I think me and Daima have seen where there was a controversy to like, why would they make a Patreon if they're already an official anime company? If they need the funds to continue funding for Trigger, they could have asked for it from like actual funding companies that would help them. Like they should be making the money than they already should have out of all their works and everything else. And people were saying that the Patreon is only more for like, what was it?
Marketing from the looks of
Mar-
it.
Yeah, marketing. So it's
It's
like
just all lip service from what I've been reading.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not gonna actually benefit helping Trigger to what you would presume they would do. It's more of just like giving a small amount of money that they already have a huge amount from something else for. It's like
Oh.
this is something I read, or I don't know. I remember seeing in a Twitter post a long
Yeah.
time ago.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I guess the best example is would be like, why would like a company like Xseed start a Patreon when they're backed by one of the biggest anime and gaming companies in Japan with Marvelous?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mhm.
like, if you're a subsidiary, it's your parent company's job to support what you're doing if it's profitable.
mhm.
Now, if Trigger wanted to make like special, like in its own independent animations aside from their parent company, that would make a bit more sense, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I'd say like the merit that I'm getting, like, because technically, I'll officially say that I am technically supporting Trigger because, like, they did say that they will reward people like Paint Tool Sai or PSDs or like files of like kind of art that both Sushio or some other people who do in live streams will give every time they do a live stream, which they just did recently. And I'd say, it's an incentive for like, say, maybe somebody wants to be an artist and learn their style, and they're willing to give that out through their live streams when whatever they draw. So I'd say that there's some merit to it for me personally when donating to them, especially since their only highest tier is $5. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm not really losing much per se, but like I definitely wanted to learn. I guess you could say if I'm donating to like say a studio, the rewards has to be worth it. And so far the worth they're giving out is that it's actually an art that you get to like look and analyze what they do. So I'd say personally, especially for $5, that's all right. I can go with that.
Yeah,
especially-
okay,
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, it's a lot. I thought they weren't offering like there was nothing, like they didn't interact with anything or like I didn't know they were streaming, and that's a pretty good incentive. If you're-
Yeah, it says
It's a giant marketing campaign.
Yeah, this is what they said right now. For Trigger supporters, they'll be grateful for a bit of support, and you'll have access to high-resolution JPEG files from their live drawing sessions. $5 or more, you have access to the Photoshop file, AI, Clip Studio, with layers untouched from the live drawing. So you get to learn exactly right behind it and how they do it together and stuff, basically.
I
So.
guess- Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah. Well, long story short, I look at it more of like, well, it seems if I'm going to be supporting Trigger, I look at it more towards I'm actually going to learn something because I get to see their work in action
Yeah.
and personally touch how they did it in a sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Have they explained where the money's going to, though?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Let's pull up the Patreon again.
Yeah, it's just,
That's my biggest issue. Like, they haven't really communicated where the money is going to, like another successful Kickstarter out there.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see
Um,
here. It says here, there's no denying at times we wish. There's been one too many incidents where we had to give up merchandise idea because it was unprofitable or simply due to lack of funding.
okay.
That's where you and
Okay.
Patreon comes in. With your support, we would like to forward funds into various aspects of the studio, possibly a new line of merchandise, attending/conducting more events, or simply providing a little more to our staff.
Okay.
That's
That
good.
makes much more sense because, like I've
Yeah.
said, they're owned by a bigger company, and like I said, they're willing to fund Trigger as long as what they're doing is profitable.
Right.
I guess this is a way to offset costs so they can do their own unprofitable events.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that makes more sense.
Yeah, this is definitely a lot more than I initially heard.
Mhm.
So it's making more sense because initially I was kind of like, that seems a little unnecessary. But yeah, now hearing more information, of course, I've changed my opinion.
I'm still slightly skeptical. I'll put it like that, thinking that I'd still think they make a lot more money they should have, especially for a popular studio. But if they're trying to use the extra funds to probably like go to more places, to me, I read it as more of like you donate to us, and Patreon will be in a lot more conventions or something like that. Because I remember back in the day during Kill la Kill during a thing, they always go to Anime Next here in the East Side, and like I get surprised for such a smaller con and everything. But they go to a lot of conventions over time. So that must be a lot on their money traveling and setting up events there every now and then. So maybe this could help the employees to bring more people in since they're bringing more staff in and stuff. But that all depends at this point. So,
I'm gonna be honest. Like when Trigger announced their Patreon, I was all for it. Like my original assumption was Trigger was more of an independent studio, even though they're well off compared to other animation studios. But then one of my Twitter followers, Mojo Maka, which by the way, thank you for linking the article, posted the tweet you Gal was talking about the whole marketing thing. Even so, even despite that, I still I still have no issues about them launching the Patreon, because even if they are using it for like marketing purposes, I don't really see a huge issue if they're using those Patreon funds to like still help them out in the long run.
Hey, put it like this: it's better than Keiji Inafune's Mighty Number 9 Kickstarter.
Hey, listen. That game, looking at a lot of other, failed Kickstarters, that game is like the Taj Mahal.
Oh boy.
What is he even doing these days?
I don't know. The last game he worked on was no, he's working on another game with another smaller indie studio. I can't remember what the game they're working on is.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have to actually look it up, because I know he's like working on a game, and Mighty Number 9 has a cameo.
I thought he's working on the Azure Revolt game.
I think that may be it. Yeah, his last game was Azure Revolt.
Yeah.
Gunvolt 2.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last game, and before that was Recore.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the funny thing.
Yeah.
He's only listed as the concept director for Mighty Number 9, which means he had little to do with the actual development.
That's
His next big game is Red Ash.
wait.
Is that-
Okay.
Wait,
What?
I thought that game was canceled.
Nope, Level 5 bought the game.
Really?
Oh wait, the one that's supposed to be like Mega Man Legends, but not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Level 5 is now developing the game alongside him. Level 5 purchased his studio.
Okay. Wow.
Mhm.
All right, I'll take it. Hey,
So-
if it's like another Legends game, I'm interested.
Yeah, no, I mean, like with Level 5, it's like they make nothing but great games, so I'm thinking, hey, maybe this can do something.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Indeed.
Speaking of Trigger, before we end it off, the one biggest surprise I saw when I was at the Trigger panel at Anime Expo, they're helping out making the opening for Indivisible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing that got me. It's like, and then I got a chance to see it firsthand at the panel, what the intro looks, and oh my fucking god, the character design and the look looks nice. It makes it look totally different in the like Lab Zero's design. Just like Jesus Christ, it's
Mhm.
They
beautiful.
posted a little bit of it on, I believe it was on the Indivisible Twitter, but it looks real good.
I'm surprised that they're doing it. Like, holy crap, they're going all out. Like, Indivisible has been a game that's still in production for a long time, but if they're gonna go that far, hell yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of which, did you guys pledge to Indivisible again?
I think I did.
no.
Yeah, I believe I have a long time ago.
I seriously wished I did. It looks really good.
Yeah, the game should be coming out very soon. Hopefully coming out sooner or later.
Mhm.
That's my only thing. It's the wait. Goddamn, waiting for that game for so long.
Mm.
People like they're milking the crap out of the Skullgirls game, given the phone app, and like, can we actually get Indivisible, please? Yeah.
All right.
Uh-huh.
All right. Next up, Dragon Ball news. Toei. Save your enthusiasm, Dark. Save it. Save it. All right. Next up, Dragon Ball news. Toei not only revealed that Broly will be the focus of the upcoming Dragon Ball movie, but they dropped a trailer for it at Anime Expo. I am very hyped for this movie.
Broly is now canon. Can't you believe it? Holy fucking shit! He's
No,
canon
No,
now.
correction. He's canon twice.
He's canon twice.
Oh, we're talking about Kefla, female Broly.
No,
Is that
Kale,
what-
Kale.
Okay, Kale. Oh my god! What a fucking coincidence! How like, Broly has been non-canon because they only make the Dragon Ball Z movies
Mhm.
just for movies and reasons. But now with Super, everything possible is now canon to a point that, oh my god! Now he's real. He exists. He is now actually. Broly does exist now. Fucking. Oh. You know, it's still sad that technically a female Broly exists first in the regular Broly, but you know,
Well,
Canon-wise.
maybe
they're
that-
implying.
Maybe that angered
He's been
Broly is
around.
that much.
they
yeah.
when they revealed Brawly, the Dragon Ball fan were fucking triggered. Like, well, actually, no. Half of them were triggered. Half of them were like, "Sweet, fuck yeah." I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of neutral to Brawly. He's not really my favorite DBZ character, but he's not one of the characters I hate.
Hmm.
But then they dropped that fucking trailer, and it's like, okay, I'm on board. I am going to pre-order my tickets like on as soon as they're fucking available.
I do want to ask though
Trailer, you
for
see
the
design.
I do want to ask though for the dub. Vic Mignogna still playing Broly? Please tell me he's still
I
playing Broly.
I think he is.
Okay,
think.
good. Good. I want to make sure of that. Okay, this is Vic Mignogna. He's been destroying his throat doing this shit. I was kind of worried he wouldn't do it. You know?
In fact, I think there was a tweet about it, like a joke, or like a meme about it. Like someone said,
Yeah.
like someone posted a tweet saying, "Vic, man, I really hope that I don't voice Brawly anymore." And then they show like an image from like the Eric and Andre show of like that guy just laughing and his eyes are just glowing like ha ha ha, and they put Funimation and Toei on top of him. But yeah.
You know, again, if this is the focus on the new Dragon, you know, for a second there, I thought like the new Saiyan was gonna be the same thing, like the evil Saiyan from the Dragon Ball Heroes anime that was out, certainly. But no, it's Broly, so it's like, okay, sure, I'm okay with that new design. He has scars on him. He's a lot. I think he might be a lot more developed or established, probably.
He also looked like Yamcha. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah, you're right.
There's rumors of his origins because Toriyama's been fiddling around with this new idea of ancient Saiyans. So
Ancient Saiyans. Oh.
yeah, I'm not sure what their deal is, but apparently they're really old Saiyans. I don't
Hmm.
know.
Mm.
They're big and strong.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
you can
hey.
say
look-
they're very burly.
God
Ugh.
damn it, Gamma. God damn it.
God damn it. Well, hey, you know, it's still also the new animation looks really sick too. They look like they're putting a lot of work into it, so I'm already liking that a lot.
There
And
was
bro,
one scene in which it has CGI. One scene.
oh yeah, there was one.
Yeah, but it looked like it came from fighters though.
yeah,
Like I
Yeah, it
even
looks-
posted a tweet about it.
It looks a lot better than the CG that was in Battle of Gods and Resurrection of F.
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, with buying Frieza and shit. Remember that?
Oh, that looked real bad.
Well, we'll just see how this turns out. You know, it's like it's a new animation style they're doing for this to begin with. It looks more bouncy. If they're doing 3D, I guess it's just to save up profits.
Right.
And hey, you know, after a long time not making him so non-canon for that long, and after three fucking movies.
But the only thing I don't get is like, okay, so I'm messing around with the Amino app, and someone did a poll in which people said, "Are you excited for the new Brawling movie?" And like, there was like a shocking amount of people who hated the new art style. Like, there's still like a vocal minority in the Dragon Ball community in which they still like the greased up, shiny, rigid art style.
It gets old after a while, though. I don't know. Just like, look. Don't get me wrong. It's traditional in the way things are with Dragon Ball Z or their style when it's all shiny and looking nice. And if they do their animation right, it looks pretty good, like they do with Super. But you know, after a while, if they can't do something new but keep it tradition, and they stick with the traditional, it's going to get old real fast. Like honestly. Like when you watch Dragon Ball here, the Super Dragon Ball Hero show, that's 6 minutes long. It's like, I don't know, not my cup of tea, if you ask me. It gets kind of old. So this new style, it feels like it's meant for a movie. It feels like they're going to go all out. Like they're gonna care for the choreography. They're gonna care about the movement. They're gonna care about the animation to a point. You know. Like they can't screw that up instead of keeping it the same. Like they have to keep it the same for the anime because like you're making episodic episodes. You gotta be fast about it. It's what they're familiar with. But if they're going to do a movie, they might as well do something different instead of keeping the same thing. Like, you know, at least that's how I see it.
I don't want shiny Broly. I think that would look weird.
Shiny Broly.
Shiny.
They did that for the heroes, like Dragon Ball Heroes, like episode 1. Shiny Goku Super Saiyan 4.
Oh boy.
It just looked weird having a shiny fur. It just looked really weird.
Yeah, it's their style. That's how they still keep it traditional because it's fan service. But for this one, they gotta make sure they stop thinking about that and actually care about being a really good movie. So,
Really quick, I need to go back and check. Does Broly still have his tail?
No, I didn't see his tail.
God, if that was the case, he would imagine monkey form Broly.
He does have his tail?
Oh, he does.
That might just be fan art, but I don't know. It's hard to tell
He
because
had-
he's wearing that thing over it.
No, Chad just confirmed that he has a tail.
Oh shit.
But here's my theory about the Brawly movie. Okay, so around September, October, they're remastering the Brawly movie, the Bardock movie, and the Fusion Reborn movie. So it was recently revealed that Bardock and Jin, who are Goku's parents, are going to be in this Brawly movie. And then we have the Brawly remaster, and Brawly's going to be in this movie. So I'm honestly thinking that there will be like Vegeta or Gogeta at the end of the movie. That's what I honestly think.
If they're going to go that far, making those canon into the movie, Jesus Christ, he's going all out then. Huh.
But here's the thing I don't get. Like this is like a side problem I have with the whole fusion thing. Okay, in the movies you have Gogeta, but in the series you have Vegito. What's the difference? Why are they different? Why are
They fight different? I don't know.
like they're still Vegeta and Goku fused, but they have
One's more Goku on one side, one's more Vegeta on the other side.
Yeah, but how the fuck does that happen? How?
Maybe they'll if they
Explain.
go that way, they'll explain it a bit more.
Probably.
Like
We'll only have to see.
Hairstyle.
Yeah. We'll only have to see how it turns out once they do release the movie. Because, like, again, I'm already digging the style. I'm already digging what they're going to do with the story. And the fact that Akira Toriyama is finally trying to now make his official canon version of Broly compared to the last couple of movies that aren't canon. Well, let's hope this delivers well. That's all I got to say.
yeah, hopefully. I seriously hope it delivers well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the next...
Okay, next up. Oh, Gamma's favorite news, Yakuza news.
Oh,
Yay!
yeah, that's always fun.
Oh, is the one news you've been ranting about.
I stopped ranting about it because it's gonna worsen my health. And so in a recent interview, I believe it was with a European magazine, Daisuke Sato, the current series producer of the series, said Yakuza will not come to Switch. They're looking at Xbox One because reasons, I guess, but it's not coming to Switch.
Well, that is stupid.
Well, the thing is, though, the reason they gave is because they don't see the audience on the Switch. And they're basing that off of the fact that Yakuza 1 and 2 came to Wii U, and to say it bombed is putting it gently. They only printed 10,000 copies of it. They just wanted to test it. They said, if this sells well, if it sells through this 10,000, we'll consider future Nintendo support. It sold less than 2,000 first week. And it sold like 3,000 lifetime.
Yeah. I think the reason for that, though, is mainly because the Wii U sucks so bad.
Well, I thought that too, but now look at when it was released. It was released at the Wii U's peak in Japan. This is when the Wii U was actually selling decently in Japan. So, and then Sega actually did put a marketing campaign into it as well. Unfortunately, I feel like it's not the real reason as to why. I think the biggest reason is because the Switch probably could not run any of the newer Yakuza games. That's the biggest way I see it, because they moved to a new graphics engine for 6, Kiwami 2, and now 7. And that graphics engine, the PS4, the base PS4 has a hard time running it at 900p 30 FPS. I want you to imagine that type of engine on the Switch.
It will
You
just, it will just
you
shit the
wanna-
bed.
Do you want to play Yakuza at 240p, 15 frames per second?
Nope.
And it's just been a lot of Nintendo fans going on and off about how, you know, oh, they're being lazy. You know what? Fine, I'm boycotting Yakuza. I don't want this game. And ironically, by saying that, you're proving the producer's point.
Mm.
Of the fact that they don't see, you know, Nintendo fans wanting to buy the game.
Part of me kind of feels like the best way for them to even put it into the Switch is like just take the PS3 versions and put it there instead of it, which
Then you would only have Yakuza, Kiwami 3, 4, and 5. No Kiwami 2, no 6, and no 7.
because like yeah, those are rebuilt from the ground up or something.
So you would have gaps in the series, and that's not many people would put, you know, a part of their series out of order on one system.
Mhm.
So yeah. So it's like you need a PS4 Pro to be able to play Yakuza 6 at 1080 30 FPS.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, I honestly think that I think the Yakuza series is fine where they are. It's gonna have a PC port, people. It's gonna have PS4 and Xbox One support. Like, I think that's more than enough. I mean, come on, the Switch has enough games on its own as is. You don't need to put everything in it. Like, that's
Mhm.
my only issue about that. It's like the Switch is the ideal, the most ideal like handheld system for mainline titles, sure, but not all of them are going to work like that to a point. You know,
Mhm.
especially for big games like this, you're gonna need a powerful console.
Yeah. I know we're not supposed to look at chat, but yes, Yakuza for 3DS, that was considered. And that's the funniest thing ever. But that's a different story though.
I mean, the one way I can imagine them getting the Yakuza series on the Switch is if they do what the Square Enix did with Final Fantasy 15, like just make a mobile version, or they.
Well,
Mhm.
That's like.
well, they are making a mobile Yakuza game called Yakuza Online.
Mm-hmm.
So that could come to Switch, maybe. I don't know. It's right now. It's only for mobile and PC, but as we saw with Bethesda, the Switch is not, you know, can get mobile games.
But again, I just think that there's just another issue in which Switch fanboys are just like demanding everything to be ported to the Switch.
Oh yeah, and it's like another company that has the same issue. It's like Falcom. They just had an interview saying like, listen, we don't hate Nintendo. We just think our games don't sell the best there, and you know that's why they've shied away from doing many Nintendo games. Everyone thinks if a game does not come to Switch, it's like the developers are lazy, they don't like money, and they think it's just as simple as pressing a switch.
It's not that easy. I'm not.
No.
I'm not a fucking program, but even I know there's like more to it.
Mm-hmm. That's what really gets on my nerves. Is just the backseat video game developers. As someone who's worked on games before, not that demanding, but I can, even someone working on like a small micro games, it takes a lot of work to do, especially when you have to like try to get it running on different devices.
Yeah, translating enough to a different console can already be a pain in the ass to begin with. So honestly, if it's not going to be too much work, which they already did for consoles for PS4 and Xbox One, which is already fine, and the fact that, again, I was kind of surprised that Yakuza is now going to be on PC. I think we got enough versions for Yakuza to be handled with anywhere else.
Oh yeah, Sega just wants to, you know, the series to expand as much as possible, and PS4 plus PC is the best bet.
Yeah.
You know what I seriously wish the Yakuza devs would do?
Mm-hmm.
Put that shit on the toilet. You know what I mean? The Skyrim people did it. Why can't they?
You know what? There is a side mission in Yakuza. Yes,
Hey,
this
Alexa.
always happens.
Hey Alexa, let's play Skyrim. Sure.
Hey Alexa, hey Alexa, can you text Kiryu to bring me some toilet paper? I forgot mine.
Hey Alexa, Fusro Da.
And why can't they put Yakuza on Alexa as well?
I mean,
I'm surprised that they
I don't
even
know.
thought of doing that shit, but that's besides the point. That's fucking. But yeah, no, like when it comes to that, I think look, everyone wants a Switch port and everything at this point because they want to be lazy and have it handheld no matter what. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, you know, I'm gonna be the one to say that unless there's a game I feel like it'd be worth putting in the handhelds, I don't want it always on a handheld. I think I'd be okay with the fact of it being on a mainline console. I could just play on my TV or something, you know.
I could agree. I could agree to that. It's just I don't know. Some I will say some PS4 games would be better as a Switch game. Like, to be fair, now that I think about it, I don't think Yakuza would actually transfer well to Switch, would it?
Nope.
In
Nah.
my opinion.
So
Yeah.
So when you boil it down, the PS3 games probably could. But then it becomes a cost-benefit analysis. If we take the time to port these games, including the newer high-fidelity ones to the Switch, will we see a sizable return on investment? Versus, as to say, do a copy and paste port to Xbox One and just going that way. Yes, while the Xbox One version will sell substantially less, they put less into R&D to make it for the Xbox One. And they'd probably do something like they did with Nier, digital only, full profit.
Yeah.
So,
What is
apparently someone in chat said that why I said Alexa play Yakuza. It actually turned on the fucking Alexa.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oops.
Alexa, battle the dragon of Dojima.
Your Alexa is now broken.
Oh no!
Nice. All right, so let's talk about something I've been waiting to talk about since it was announced. JoJo Part 5.
Now, you know, it's all nice and good, but where's JoJo Part 6?
Come on.
No, fuck, no,
Ah.
no. No.
People online are actually doing that.
I'm not. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We
What
waited-
spoiled brats?
We
Come on.
waited how many years for like a Part 4? How many? I mean, no, I'm sorry, Part 5. How many?
Year and a
A
half.
long time. Yeah, it wasn't that long.
And people
Felt it though.
are complaining about a Part 6. Come on, man.
Well, here's what you do when you're waiting for an anime or a game to come out. Just forget about it, and when it comes out, it's gonna be like Christmas. Oh shit! Part 5's out. Whoa! I forgot about JoJo.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't do that with video games.
But I'm going to be brutally honest. Like, Part 5 and Part 6 are not really my favorite parts in JoJo. In fact, when they announced that they are working on Part 5, I'm like, okay, whatever, I don't care. Then they show the fucking art style. That art style, that fucking art style for Part 5, the Part 5 anime, looks more manlier than the Part 4 anime.
Ooh.
I mean, did you watch the torrented version of it? Well, sorry, that's the torrented version. The bootleg version, where the actual webcam bootleg version.
I think I know exactly what it is. Okay, so
Mm.
I'll explain this personally. Back in Anime Expo, you thought the My Hero Academia movie line was bad? Holy fucking shit! The JoJo one was eating up the entire con.
Really?
Last time I checked, I don't know. There were lines on top of lines waiting for that shit as well.
Yeah, like 7,000 people.
Did they show
Yeah.
it once, or they like to have different show times for it?
I know they only showed it once, the first episode, I believe, for
Yeah.
the JoJo Part 5, and it was for one time only, and people were on that shit like fucking hot butter. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It was a hot day at that time too, so I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Like, don't get me wrong, I'll wait till Part 5 comes out officially, but movie like exclusive showings lately have been poorly managed at Anime Expo, but Part 5 was definitely another one that's just fucked. Holy shit.
See, the version I watched it was at a French Comic Con, and was actually not as crowded.
Really?
Yeah, so
Okay.
someone had recorded it, another person had translated it.
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
And from what I saw of the first episode, my goodness, part of me does not want to participate in JoJo Fridays. I just want to binge the whole thing from start to finish when it's done.
All right. Jeez.
Mm-hmm. But
That, honestly, just no. Like,
Hmm?
JoJo Part 5. I'm excited for it, but like the dedication of the fans down at Anime Expo were like a goddamn wave. Christ.
oh man, but at least you guys got to see that Taste of a Lie scene, right?
Oh yeah, I wish it was a bit more drawn out. Like it was like so quickly done. I was like, oh, okay.
But I just want to go back to talking about that art style. Like, I'm like legit surprised by the art style they chose. I mean, it honestly looked like the art style they used for part 3. And it transitions so well with part 5. Even though, to be honest, I don't think the story in part 5 is as good as the other parts. But I'm really excited for it.
Now, part 5 is much more action oriented.
I mean, this is Dio's son. Last time I checked, wasn't it?
It is Dio's son.
Dio has
Yeah.
many
Can't
sons,
wait.
though.
But this is one of them that's getting a main story right now, right?
It's true.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to see the 8-page Muda
Wait,
animated.
Gal, what did you do? Oh, you just spoiled part 5.
Oh,
What? That he had Dio? That it's Dio's son? They tell you in the first 20 seconds.
Yeah, you're spoiling it.
You
Well,
God.
fine. Dio has like 4 more children in part 6.
No, I'm just talking about it because one person, like the JoJo video I released like a couple weeks ago, complained that revealing that Dio's son was a spoiler.
It's not.
but
You can look at him and go, "That's Dio's kid."
Okay, so
who
here
would
is
say
the-
Muda if unless you're related to Dio, though?
So okay, here's my perfect thing about it. My perfect spoiler for JoJo. Real life is a JoJo reference.
I'm sorry.
I can explain it to you after the podcast. It's actually his part 6 spoiler.
Wait, so real life
But-
has a stand?
No, real life is just a JoJo reference, and I'll explain this after the podcast.
All right, nice.
God fucking damn it.
But legit, I'm fucking excited for this one.
Oh, I can't wait. 'Cause, like JoJo Fridays is like, I'm glad they're back because it gives my Fridays some meaning again.
Yeah, I'm excited for this, definitely. I can't wait to put this on my queue of watching, especially if it's going to be about Dio's son.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's more action-oriented, I'll take that compared to the Persona 4.
Persona
the
5?
4 anime. You mean the Persona 4 anime, part... Wait, that's part 4, never mind.
I mean, there's no difference between Persona 4 and JoJo Part 4.
Yeah, there isn't. There really isn't. I mean, yeah, it's just a murder mystery, just like Persona 4 and Chart 4. How
Chart 4?
convenient. Yes. Let's move on.
I think he's actually losing his mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think.
All
it's
right,
alright.
so we have to talk about the Colonial Marines, quote unquote, fix.
Colonial Marines fixed the AI issues.
Yep. Apparently, it was recently revealed that the AI for Aliens Colonial Marines could have been fixed by correcting one typo. One
What?
typo.
Typo?
A typo. A typo ruined a game.
Really?
Mhm.
Fucking. Just one little thing can make the entire code fucked. Like, how bad was it before then?
So
Go ahead, Gamma.
so it wasn't like actually in the code, it was like in the source code.
What?
So it wasn't that obvious because remember, no one for years found it.
Uh huh.
But yeah.
Wait. How Aliens Colonial Marines? Fucking like, wait. I need to understand how bad was it before they found out? Like, what was the issues that the AI
They were
Oh,
stupid.
wait.
The AI was stupid. That was one of the biggest issues. Like, the aliens are like one of the most fearsome enemies in like sci-fi, and they were stupid. You could literally mow them down and move on to a level without any challenge whatsoever.
And you're telling me that one typo were the reason why they were that fucking stupid? Just one? Really?
Yep.
Ah, video games.
It just
Fucking-
Absolutely.
it just showed
Video
that-
games.
It just showed one of the issues for Colonial Marines in which it was rushed to hell.
Mm-hmm.
Can you
I-
find
I-
a typo?
I think the best part of it was the job listing they opened up right after it was found.
Oh man, the job listing was epic.
Someone opened a job listing where their only job is to read the code.
Let me find that tweet and post it in chat.
It's just to, like double check the code.
Ah, here it
Maybe
is.
maybe there's a good reason why things should be delayed, so that way they can fix their fucking games sometimes. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know if you want to do that this is a video game that needs to be good, not absolute shit. If literally one fucking code is going to ruin the entire game, all because of a typo, then you're doing something wrong.
No, I don't think so. We can patch it out later.
Yeah, you could say that, but they haven't patched it out for Wait, how long has that game been out?
2012, 2013, around that time.
It took them this
2012,
fucking.
Yeah.
It took them 6 years to figure that shit out.
Yep.
Video games.
Mm.
These people know video games so well. Okay, I had typo fucking video games. You know, I should just go outside and play football with my dad. Fuck this typo video game.
Playing football is a video game.
Yeah, it's called Madden.
No! I'm sick in the head, and I'm already barfing internally. Fuck this.
And this just only made you more sick.
Yeah! Oh, it definitely did. I want to throw up. A typo. Give me a fucking break. One typo. Fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a fucking break. Ugh.
Those characters who died, they lived in Alien. Did you know that?
Yeah, sure.
According to the video game.
That's why the sequel is better.
Oh, you mean Isolation?
Yeah, that was actually a really good game.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to live stream it next week.
Well, there you
scary
go.
one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a scary one. Have fun, Die.
Oh yeah, like I'm like yeah.
I hope you don't die.
Why, Gamma? Why? Why? But oh yeah, so in case like people are wondering, so my Twitch channel is close to like 3,000 followers, and so I said, okay, when I'm getting close to 3,000 followers, I'll do like a 12-hour stream. Ask my Twitch subs, hey, what would you like to see in the 12-hour stream? One of my Twitch subs says, how about you stream horror games for 12 hours? I'm like, no, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I will gift you Corpse Party right now.
I have Corpse Party already, but at first I'm like, no, I don't want to do it, but then I'm doing it. So one of the games I have to stream is Outlast.
What?
I will gift you all the FNAF games right now.
Gamma, I swear to God, don't do
Oh,
it.
oh,
Don't do
there
it.
we go.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Gamma. Please
Gamma,
don't
you're
do
looking.
Say no.
Gamma, you're going too low. You need to give him detention.
What?
Oh my god, yeah!
Yeah,
Oh, that
detention.
scared the shit out of me.
What
That's
is
a
that?
Scary game. Oh, you're gonna love that one.
Oh,
if you
I
ever
love
played that.
detention though.
It is fucking horrid. It is scary as fuck.
Oh, that game. Oh my. Yes.
No, please.
Yes.
Now, isn't it?
Oh, it's yeah.
It's on the Switch, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, okay. Maybe I can give him White Day.
Dude, I'm
Oh, White Day.
One
Like,
person.
White
Yeah.
Day was just a really okay. That game was like I did not expect to get like as engrossed with it as I thought I would.
hmm
And they want to make this a series now too, so it's like, oh my.
Yeah.
And one person suggesting Euphoria, but I can't stream that on Twitch.
No!
I had to reference us. I had to.
The human washing machine.
Oh.
So if you guys didn't know,
You mean Human Centipede the anime?
so
Oh god.
if you guys didn't know, like Sydney actually had to play that game.
Yeah. it was
Fuck.
Scarring to say the least.
Yeah, like when you posted on Twitter saying, "Hey, I'm gonna play Euphoria. It's gonna be fun." I'm like, you know what that is, right?
I did.
I can imagine. Oof.
The game about feeling good.
Yeah.
This is why I research my games before I decide what I'm going to stream.
I think, do play detention though, man. I think you'll like it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll gift Die Detention,
Oh,
Five
what?
Nights at Freddy's.
No, do not. Gamma, don't do it.
No.
Don't
My
do this.
rebuttal is don't give him FNAF. Just give him detention. That's all he needs. That's
What?
enough.
I'm scared.
No. I want him to want to play Five Nights at Freddy's.
No,
That's
I
the
don't
thing.
want- No,
I want him
please.
to play Detention, then play a game right after that.
Gamma.
Just
I
so
thought
he
we
can
were.
feel better about himself.
Gamma, I thought we were
Gamma.
friends. I thought we were friends, Gamma.
Hey, remember that?
Gamma,
Remember that one game get
you
to me
need to
2 years
understand-
ago?
What game?
Yojo Simulator.
Oh, that wonderful game.
I haven't forgotten.
Look, Gamma,
Gamma, it was just a joke, man. It was just a joke.
Oh, don't worry. I know.
It was just a harmless joke.
Oh, I know it's a harmless joke. That's why I'm gonna give you another harmless joke. 2 of them for the price of 1.
just remember this right now, okay, Gamma? FNAF ain't got nothing with detention, okay? Nothing.
Oh,
Attention.
absolutely.
So just save yourself the trouble. Just give him those 2. Probably Euphoria.
Oh no. Even I have limits.
I can't stream Euphoria. Your Twitch will be on my ass.
Oh.
There'll be more than that on there.
Oh. Oh god.
I still feel sick whenever I get reminded of that one.
Oh.
I can never see carrots the same way.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Whoa, carrots?
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to think.
Wait,
about
are you not familiar with Euphoria Dark?
Mm,
You're not. I'm not going to do this to you. Don't worry.
No, break him.
There are many things they will do. This
Break-
is not one of them.
No, break him.
No.
If I'm
Listen.
going to be broken, dog needs to be broken as well.
Dark, just imagine Human Centipede the anime, and you're good.
In case you're wondering, Dark Moon, there's a hentai anime of Euphoria.
yeah.
Oh,
But
that's
you will-
where I recognize
You will
it.
actually vomit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I haven't watched it. I just googled it because I had no idea what it was.
Oh, I guess I'm to watch it.
Instant regret.
Yeah. I just don't get how people actually got turned on by the water tank scene.
I didn't-
Torture porn.
There are a lot of things I question that people got turned on in that fucking whatever it is.
Oh,
The water scene is the least of my concern.
Okay,
True.
can we have
Water tank.
a quick scurve to the direction because I'm actually feeling a bit ill.
All right, let's change topics to something more happy, like Konosuba.
Don't worry, we'll talk about torture porn later.
Don't worry. Oh yeah, you're right, Derek. When I make my RPG Maker game with you in the Haunted MILF Mansion,
No.
you thought I forgot about that.
No.
So-
We don't need to refresh your memory on that.
Oh no, don't worry. When NISA gives you that review copy of RPG Maker for Switch, I'm making that game, and you're gonna have to stream it once it's done.
Oh my god.
I like to see that too.
I don't want to.
Come on, dog. It'll be fun.
I don't want to. No.
What? What's wrong about going in a mansion with a bunch of MILFs? There's nothing wrong with that.
What?
I want to play this.
See? See?
Oh, absolutely. Okay, I'm not gonna start writing this game's story before RPG Maker comes out.
You gotta get me to write the script. You gotta get me on that.
Dude, yes, I
I'm
would
gonna
love
die.
this.
I'm gonna die.
You have no choice, Dark Moon. Your
don't
fate
want
is sealed.
No,
Play the MILFs now!
I don't want to.
I mean, listen. I like to write. I'm not gonna make it some sort of blatant torture porn. I'm actually gonna write a story behind it, make it intriguing, make you want to play it, and then let it snag you in.
I don't want.
Nice.
You're gonna like it.
Yep.
You're gonna play it whether you like it or not.
See, here's the thing. I had another VN game with a similar premise with a few other friends. I just have to retrofit it into this now.
Good.
It's halfway written. It's halfway written.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, let's switch topics to Konosuba.
Okay.
In all the news, it was recently announced that a Konosuba movie is in the works. So
Is this like a new season Konosuba movie or something?
no, like legit movie theater type of stuff.
Oh shit. Okay.
Is it just a recap like the Overlord movies were? Or is it just
Hope
new?
not.
It doesn't look like it from.
Okay, well then good.
Like, I'm thinking a few things. It's either a complete other side story, unrelated to what really happened in Konosuba, which at this point, why does it even matter? Everything in Konosuba is fucked. So, or it might as well just be the actual next season of Konosuba all condensed into a movie, which part of me will be like, I don't know about that. Or maybe, if it's done well, I guess.
My only hope for that movie is it generates enough hype for season 3. that's the reason why I'm hoping this movie does well.
Well, that, again, like I said, I thought it was going to be season 3
Mm-hmm.
for a second there. Like I thought this
That-
movie is season 3.
That makes me think that they're doing this sort of as like a testing the waters, seeing if Konosuba's still a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
People still want it. So
It's
You
funny
like
how
Konosuba?
Konosuba is getting a movie, but not ReZero.
Oh.
That's what I want to know.
We got
Like,
light novels.
but Konosuba's good.
But
Ooh.
okay,
okay,
go
What do you-
there.
hey here, sir.
I
Hmm?
actually don't like Konosuba. I never really understood the appeal.
Ooh.
Really?
I mean,
like
it's
this.
just slice of life. There's no plot.
I mean, the concept of it is just making fun of the idea of heroes going into an alternate dimension, except it's now a lot more comedic and
Oh
funny.
shit! No, I was thinking of something completely different. I was thinking of that like
Okay.
I was thinking of Dragon Maid for some reason.
Dragon,
Oh, Dragon Maid.
Dragon Maid.
This
See,
whole
that-
time, like, why are they making a Dragon Maid movie? Stupid.
Let's be real here. If they make a Dragon Maid movie, it will sell like hotcakes.
It was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course it will. Of course it will.
Dragon titties and burning dragon titties and probably other characters. Why not? Because
And
the fan service sells.
And people looting the fucking Dragon Lolly.
We don't talk
which,
about that.
which, please don't do. Please don't do. that.
Whoever you are, I'll call
Hello?
911 speed
Hello,
dial.
police?
Yes. But yeah, no, Konosuba, it's just a satire, ironically enough, that makes fun of shows like ReZero, if anything. So it's like, I mean, yeah, it's okay, it's funny. It's just that it's very weird how convenient that that show came out at the same time the actual serious and probably the most popular Stuck into Another Dimension series came out. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
That was really well timed.
Yep.
Very well timed. You got a very serious, good one, and then a very funny, like satire, like funny one. And now they're gonna make a movie for the satire one, but not for the ReZero one. Probably because they do care about the. They want to make sure that it stays true to the source material, which I understand,
Mhm.
maybe. But I mean, if they're fucking around with the Konosuba one, then I guess I can work with that. I guess it's just gotta be engaging enough for me to watch. If it's not just a long ass Konosuba episode.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they'll get dramatic one day. I don't know. I mean, I've heard that, I don't know, random anime that's very popular out there in comedies-wise is Gintama. And I heard their actual movie was really serious or some shit.
It was.
One of them, I believe.
Are you serious?
I've heard one of their movies was really, like, serious tone and or something around the line. So, maybe they might do that. I don't know.
Why would they make it a serious Gintama movie? Then,
I heard they did it pretty well or solid because it still stayed true to Gintama, but, like, it told a lot of stories or something that was almost dark and sad or something.
oh yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not so certain yet. I could be wrong though, but I know that Gintama had a bunch of movies in the past. That's
Mm.
it. Yeah,
Mm.
but yeah, no, I could look into this. I mean, if Konosuba did a mixture of both like serious and humor, and they managed to make it work, especially and not make it seem like a long ass one episode comedy, then I can work with it, no problem.
Mm.
And as long as the animation looks good too.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
who's that? Did they get the people who worked on the original Konosuba for this movie? Let me see. Let me pull up the.
They
article.
probably would.
Yeah.
A1.
Okay. A1 Productions. Okay.
All right, that works. We don't talk about A1 with their.
Oh,
Darling.
you mean giant woman out of nowhere?
Darling in the Franks.
You mean Die Buster? Yeah.
Yeah, I think Die Buster did better still. If you ask
Oh,
me.
it did it way better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And they
It makes
didn't.
sense.
And they didn't pull aliens out of their ass in the last couple of episodes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gunbuster does that, but it does it in the middle rather than the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes sense. But besides the point, yeah, I think it's just look forward to the Trigger's newer stuff. You'll have more fun with them.
Oh,
I would say.
I think
Yeah.
I think this will be a good time to transition to you and Sydney's talk then about anime.
Oh boy, hell yeah!
All right. So how was Anime Expert for you guys?
It was
You go
good.
first. Sydney.
Tiring.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'll say this: as one going to Anime Expo, I mean, I'd say last year was probably still better
Mhm.
because this year there was way too many fucking people. Holy
yeah,
crap!
I think I will say I think the Faku party last year was better.
Yeah.
Did you go? Go?
Oh, don't think I did, sadly, no. But how was it?
It was okay. It felt more like a rave rather than like a party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, it was still good.
Yeah, with the Anime Expo, like the amount of fucking people. I think there was a Twitter post about it. How like there was this oversaturation of too many people
Yeah.
going into the convention or something.
Yeah.
Things got way too filled up that it's hard for
Yeah.
people to move around or something, right?
Yeah, it's always so hard. Like they need to have like a limit of tickets. Like this is like ridiculous.
They need to cap it, basically.
Yeah, they need to cap it somewhere because it's like every single year. I'm surprised like they haven't gotten like every year they get in a little bit of trouble because of something because of too many people, and yet they still do it. And it's like, I can barely move most of the time, especially in the dealer's hall.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, the dealer's hall line is terrible though.
I know.
Unless you have VIP, you have a better chance of going in through the other entrances than the main entrance. Because like even through the main entrance is a terrible idea, honestly.
Yes.
Ugh, it's
But
way.
I also got to meet the creator of Goblin Slayer and
Ooh.
what were we
Yeah.
just talking about? Overlord.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I was a speaker for their panel, so I got to view everything firsthand, and I got to be by them throughout their whole panel. It was pretty cool sitting next to them because I was like, you have no idea who the fuck I am, but
Weren't you with Anime Man at that time too?
yep, we were with Joey
Yeah.
as well.
Please,
Yeah.
question for the Goblin Slayer panel. Did they like drop a trailer, a preview for the Goblin Slayer anime coming out in the fall? Anything?
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't think they did.
Oh yeah, I was at the panel at that when Anime Man was introducing it. Yes, they did. They actually
they
showed
did?
visuals.
Okay, because I left near the end because I also had to go to a business dinner. So,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
they showed some visuals.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
How does it
So
look?
you saw Garn?
Ooh, I also saw Anime Man. I don't think I saw Garnt. I was with Grimjack and the other guys in Schmucks in the back.
Okay, and they must
But-
have it's been only Joey hosting the.
Yeah, it was only Joey, because he's the one translating for the creator of
Oh, but
Goblin
you
Slayer.
didn't go to the Overlord panel then?
Oh
they
no, I
were
did
right
not,
after
sadly.
each other.
Oh no, I wasn't. I didn't have time for that one, sadly. I was only able to go to the Goblin Slayer one.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, but though the it's funny because the creator, the actual creator of Goblin Slayer was wearing a Deadpool mask the entire
Yeah.
time. He was covering his face when he was introducing himself. It's like, is it actually really him? But I like that he's wearing a Deadpool mask. Okay,
It
but
was
yeah,
not- yeah,
Mhm.
they were actually like a lot different looking than I thought they would be. Like
mm-hmm.
the writers, it was I was surprised by it, like how they looked.
Yeah, especially
I
a
was
bit of
grateful I saw them without their masks. Look at me.
Nice. But he didn't want to show his face to the public, so I understand where he's coming from. But yeah, no, those
Yeah.
visuals for Goblin Slayer. I mean, I think it's was it White Silver or White, whatever?
I believe it is White Fox.
Yeah, White Fox. And the animation is brutal as fuck. They had some expressions. There's some blood in there. It's looking pretty sick. I know Grimjack69 is super on board with this show immediately. He's really excited for
Basically,
this.
just Berserk on steroids, and that's the best part about it.
Oh no, it's just better than Berserk no matter what you say.
Hey now, hey now, hey now.
We're talking about in the anime form, man.
Hmm.
Okay,
Good
that's
to
fair.
me.
That's honest to God fair.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, yeah, it's just better than Berserk anime. I'll say that if that's what you're wondering.
Oh, yeah, okay, then yeah.
I'm gonna put it like that. But yeah, no, they're definitely making this brutal looking. This doesn't look. I mean, I'll say, what was it? One was named Moo Girl, Milk Girl, Moo. Her
Yeah.
fucking
Sorry?
Huh?
I think it's Milk. I think they call her Milk Girl in the manga, if I remember.
Look at
correctly.
they show visuals of her, and they of course they had to animate the scene where her boobs are just bouncing through the window. Okay, sure.
But Gal, fan service makes the anime industry go round and round.
But we're killing goblins. This is brutal. People are dying. We want to see blood, action, not.
Gal, you
What?
need to add the fan service. Forget the blood. Forget the drama. You need to add the fan service, Gal. Don't you know that?
Yeah, sure. And you know that goblins rape girls, right? And they don't care about anything.
Yeah.
Goblins have no filter at all.
Yeah, I read the first
Right.
chapter. It was
Uh huh.
brutal. It was.
Yeah. So this is probably the one of the most darkest like series I've heard from my friends for a while now, and I haven't read it yet myself, but like I'm looking forward to how this is going to deliver if it's going to be that dark. So I'm excited for it.
I'm just wondering how they're going to handle how they're going to adapt the first chapter. If they adapt everything in the first chapter, then holy shit, it'll probably be one of the darkest animes to come out in recent years.
Oh yeah. Other panels I think I've definitely went to. It's mostly the trigger panels. Near all the trigger panels I managed to go to were really good. The Kill la Kill video game, when they show the previews and how they basically mentioned that they were trying to make sure that they talk to the people at Arc System to follow their vision, and the fact that this is going to be a storyline focusing on Satsuki. The episode 1 exclusive showing of Gridman Quadruple S, which was personally I like it. There is still some CG, but what they're doing with it is actually pretty solid if you ask me. I'll say that. And then but yeah, like so far traditional anime superhero tropes, I'll say that, which I personally like. And again, the character designs there, they said so themselves in the interview in Trigger that they're capitalizing on the thick. Very much so. They're capitalizing on the thick, very much so. They know that people want the thick ladies, so they're gonna make sure they design them to have a focus on them, as they established.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's something that they've now established, and the character designs were pretty cute. I saw for the Gridman SSS, so it's not bad, pretty good. The preview premiere. Oh man, oh my god. Couple of things. It's firefighters. Boy has the same art designer's hairstyle, like mostly like they say communist style. He has a prosthetic arm for one thing. He's mostly shirtless. That I saw. And his gunman is like a white small gunman with an open cockpit that looks like it'll combine to even a bigger cockpit. And to even top it all off, it's in New York City. Modern day New York City. So they're really going all at it with this one, and I'm looking forward to it for being a new show from the same people that did Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill. So I'm excited. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. Other than that, oh, here's another thing. At the same time, after the panel, they announced a couple of things that was really interesting that I was surprised they even got licensed, because Trigger is very aware of Gurren Lagann. They love the series, even though they're no longer licensed with it and shit. So other than that, they announced the sales, limited time only, for the Gridman art book. But not only that, but they got a chance to briefly license Gurren Lagann to sell T-shirts, a comic poster, and pins.
Okay.
One time
That
only.
I was super confused when I saw that
I
advertisement.
seriously wish I can go to Anime Expo one of these days.
Yeah,
wish.
they said it themselves that it was a hard time trying to like talk to Gainax given the fact of how they are now.
You mean a bunch of pricks?
Well, losing money, I'll say. They said that the company's not doing well overall, so they had to really like twist some knobs and shit just to try and like license Gurren Lagann one last time, I guess, to get at least some nice looking T-shirts, which I did bought. I bought the entire row with the art book, so it's like I have it with me. I have the pins that were looking really nice. It's a Simone T-shirt, a Kamine T-shirt that says "Who the hell do you think we are?" Like they're doing the cross arm thing that they're traditionally known for. And they even include a poster too, and again, a couple pins, which is nice, and the art book. And if you brought the art book over to one of their live drawing panels, you get a stamp and a signature of the creator of Gridman. So that was nice. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, no. I went mostly to the dealer's room. The artist alley is really nice. The guy who made the Sonic Mania Plus was in the artist alley. That was cool. Sydney, did you saw that or no?
No, I did. I didn't know.
Yeah, have you seen?
I'm sorry. What is that?
The Sonic Mania Adventures show? Oh, you should.
Adventures?
Basically, there is a YouTube series of the Sonic Mania game that's like an animated version of that. Not voice acted, but like it's an official Sonic cartoon in the short 2 to 6 minutes that they were doing, and it's very popular out there. And the creator of that was at the artist alley selling pins and a bunch of stuff.
Know that. No, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Actually is awesome that they, for some reason, had NAX. was
They
that VR thing where you got to have sex with that balloon thing.
Oh! I was
One
literally.
guy actually
I,
came. He came in front of everybody.
I was about to ask that.
Oh.
That legit happened?
Yes, it happened.
There was a
Holy
VR. You could. There was a VR where you have sex.
Oh my god.
And there's like a crowd of onlookers. Like everybody watched you did it. It's like so disturbing seeing them get into it. It's like, ah!
I know. What the fuck? Yes, that was a thing. I think from what I've heard, the complaints were so drastic that they had to cover up with curtains because of that.
But weren't they in the R18 area?
Yeah, it was the 18 plus area, wasn't it?
And I feel like you kind of walked into that.
Yeah. You knew somebody was going to.
Yeah, what the fuck? I just like, oh my god, what if people were in line for that? What the hell?
For an event like that, they should have just kept it like private. Like you just put that in like a separate room. You have like a.
Loved it, though.
I'm just gonna put this right here so you can take a look.
Oh, no.
This was a thing. This was a
Where-
thing.
Where did you post it? Let me take a look.
This is the video. This is the one. This is the actual booth.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna post this. I'm gonna.
Hey guys, let's go to Anime Expo where you pair VR goggles and fuck a doll. Let's fucking do that because we are not degenerates at all.
Oh my god.
And let
Yeah,
me get,
totally.
it was, and that was a Faku panel or what party, right?
I think so. Probably.
I'm not too sure myself. I just know it's a company that's obviously like that's doing. I don't think Faku has any VR games,
Mm-hmm.
Why is
so I think this is a newer company.
Mm. What's wrong, Dark Moon? Why is this a thing?
Deku cosplayer? Why is it playing You Say Run? It's going faster!
His ideals.
Oh my god, I'm cracking up.
Dog.
Hey, this was an Anime Expo, guys.
Hey.
You should come up next year.
Hey Gamma, looks like my wish came true. Dogma has been broken.
He's been broken for a long time.
Just search it up, people. Look for Anime Expo.
Oh,
VR.
here's
No,
what we
I-
do. Here's what we do. We go to AX. We talk to Faku. We get them to make a MILF simulator.
Stop.
Uh-huh.
Get Dark Moon tied to a chair.
Stop.
Put it on him, and just there we go.
Lock the door and run away.
No, I mean he'll be tied to a chair with
Okay.
a specialized MILF VR game on his head.
Alright, I think I
Yeah,
have
just
it. Okay, go ahead.
Someone draw that, please.
well, I'll say this. Besides that, in Anime Expo, that they did also have Kingdom Hearts 3 being played there as well.
Oh,
And in their entertainment hall. Okay, I'll say this. I did get a chance to play the game. Really solid, really nice. My problem, not with the game, is with the staff. Because a lot of people want to play Kingdom Hearts 3. They really do. But they mishandled the line so badly that once you're the first one in, you're good.
Mhm.
But if you're like the last or you're midway, you'll never get in. The line's just too packed no matter what you do. And they said wait for 30 minutes, but no, it's a lie. They fucked up the booth so badly in Anime Expo that unless you were a VIP, you have no chance of playing the new Kingdom Hearts game anytime soon.
damn.
Yeah. But I did get a chance to try it out. Me and Charles did. Honestly, it's really fun. It felt like the good old-fashioned Kingdom Hearts game with a little bit more convenience. You can switch between keyblades in mid-game now. That's a thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
the one thing I want to ask before we go to the question section. You
Mhm.
prior to the podcast, you mentioned you played Jump Force.
Yes, I did.
So how was that?
Okay, so Jump Force, less stiff than J-Star's Victory Versus. The movement and the comboing system seems fine. It's still keeping the same tradition that it is normally for J-Stars, but I personally, I like it. They seem like they're going to have a much more bigger character roster in the game. And honestly, I'm looking forward to it. Personally, I think it looks much more solid on its own right. And
Listen, maybe we'll finally get Jotaro and Dio in it this time.
Maybe. Again, they're putting spoilers Bleach in that one. Let's also establish. Like, one of the characters that never even got played, but it's like spoilers for like the end of Bleach that they're going to be doing for that game. So they're probably going all out with this one. I always felt that...
Oh, you mean the guy that my YouTube comments are angry at me about for?
Oh boy. But yeah, no, it's like given the fact that they're going all out with this one, I felt like J-Star's Victory Versus was an experiment, and I think this one might be a much more cleaner, polished up, and much more stronger version compared, so that way they don't have any restrictions because they know how the formula works now. That I'll say. That plus I did get a chance to try out the My Hero Academia video game. And I'll say this, that one didn't even felt stiff. It felt smooth. The controls were nice. You have, it felt a lot better than the Naruto games, I'll say that. Impacts felt so satisfying. Playing the characters were really nice. Doing combos are not that crazy. I'll say that for a 3D fighter game. And honestly, overall, I fairly enjoyed it. Me and Charles were having a blast playing that. I was playing Bakugo. He was playing Deku. We had our side characters and everything. It was really solid of a game, if you ask me.
SMH, none of you played as Toga.
I don't think it was available in the demo. I believe.
SMH, not hacking it to play as Toga.
Oh yeah, like I can hack a fucking game in the goddamn
SMH,
convention.
Not knowing how to hack a game.
How about you play the game for once?
I can't because that wasn't the convention.
All right, I'm gonna be honest, Gal. My initial impression for like the My Hero Academia game was like, okay, this looks like another generic 3D fighter, but the way you describe it has piqued my interest in the game.
Yeah, definitely you're not going to get a stiff gameplay. This is a very much more smoother fighting game, if anything. It's a lot of fun, and if I saw the recent trailers recently, they are going to focus some decent visuals for the story, so I'm excited for it, personally. Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah. But other than that, Anime Expo, other than the stupid fill-up lines, too many people, sweaty, hot day, oh, God. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's okay.
It's fun.
Yeah. It was alright, especially with your friends. Other than that, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
One of these days, I'm gonna go Anime Expo. One of these days.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll tell you something after the podcast that will make sure you go to Anime Expo smoothly. I'll say that.
Got it. All right. So now we'll be taking questions from the live stream audience. So while we wait for the questions, feel free to like shoot the breeze, guys.
I don't have a gun though.
I do have a story actually with Anime Expo that did happen. Oh God.
Go ahead, man.
It was all right. So it was Friday, on the day of the hot fucking wave of Anime Expo. Me, Chris, Ms. Cry, Charles C. Bernardo, and a bunch of and the sisters were starving and tired from all the walking. We didn't want to go outside because we know it was going to be hot. We were at our usual spot, and since we needed to make food, me and Charles vouched, or you could say became sacrifices to go out in the super hot day to bring some food over to the spot. And of course, they'll pay their share at that point too. So we did. We left our stuff and we went out to go to the food trucks. When we took one step outside, holy fucking shit. The heat, the area, not even the sun. Okay, the sun only made it worse, but the entire thing felt like I was in a microwave. It was so hot. It was so bad. I mean, it was even, I don't know, I feel like it was hard to breathe at the hot day at Anime Expo, honestly. That shit was tough to deal with. And you know what makes it worse? Like, me and Charles had to buy some food, and the best sharing finger food that they had at the time were these food trucks with French fries and, like, a Mexican French fries and tater tots with sauces on them, right?
Yeah.
So, me and Charles split up. I got the Mexican French fries, and he got the Japanese tater tots. And when we bought two of each, oh, God, I made a terrible mistake because they didn't have bags. I had to carry that with only my two hands. So imagine this. You bought hot French fries with probably some hot jalapeno foods on top, walking through a 115 degrees sunny day to the spot to eat. Playing hot potato.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and they don't taste that good either, do they?
I mean, they were okay. They were pretty good. I think the tater tots were a lot better to eat because they had bulgogi beef, but...
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was not worth the pain. The fucking hot hands. I was burning up. My hands were like felt like third-degree burns on top of the hot, sweaty day on that day too. It's just, we both had to sacrifice ourselves to make sure that everyone gets a chance to eat. But it was hell. It's like going through lava. So yeah, that's how bad it was.
All right, we got our first set of questions. All right, the first question: what is with the MILF thing against Dark?
Stop.
Next question.
All right. Okay.
I mean, I can explain.
I mean, do you really want? It ruins the illusion.
I can. I mean, how long? I mean, I can explain how I found out.
All right, Sharon, go for it.
So it was a while back. I just saw a live stream that Dark Moon was in.
Okay, it sounds like it's happening a normal thing for Dark. Okay.
Yeah. I joined in the live. I was listening in on the live stream for a bit. People were talking to his friends and everything, and I've heard a thing about him liking MILFs. So I came in and letting him know. It's like, all right, did I hear that correctly? Did I hear that exactly correctly, Dark? Did you say that you like MILFs? Do I have to kink shame you the entire way through? Like, there were a lot of things I've learned from Dark Moon by that time of the stream. I'll say that.
I think your exact words when you joined the stream was, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly it. So for that, I said straight after that, I'll be definitely like, I'm gonna bring this up in the live stream, and there's ain't nothing you can do about it.
Dark. I keep telling you, there's nothing wrong with liking MILFs. Nothing wrong. You're among friends.
I refuse
Yeah.
to accept this reality.
Come on.
Your reality has
I
come
mean,
to existence.
It doesn't matter. After the podcast, they're gonna drag you back to the MILF realm.
Yeah.
The portal. We have you on lease. The portal will just open up again, and let's drag you back in.
That's why I want this podcast to last as long as possible.
Oh, it's gonna last a lot longer, and there's nothing you can do
Oh
about it.
no, he wants it to
Dark Moon.
last longer, so he's not dragged back forcibly.
Don't get back.
All right. Okay. Are any of y'all going to SoccerCon 2019?
With what money?
Maybe.
Possibly actually. I might be going to SoccerCon next year due to the fact that Anime Boston probably is a bust for me.
I'm
Anything.
not sure about SoccerCon, but I am aiming for MagFest possibly.
Oh, cool. I'm hoping to go to MagFest.
Nice.
Yeah. The reason why I might go to SoccerCon is that since I'm a sound designer for Schmucks and they usually have panels there, so there's a good chance I might want to also represent over there too if we were to go to SoccerCon as well. So we'll have to see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right.
The Schmuck Pod.
All right. All right. There's a question for me: Fortnite or Def? Actually, Fortnite. I don't hate it, and I'll take it over Def to be honest.
So where we landing, boys?
I can't believe I played fucking Fortnite. Oh my god.
Let's get Mario back in here. Let's go and play up some more Fortnite.
No,
Fucking god
I
damn it.
just updated it. Let's go. I got it on Switch. Let's go.
You not playing PS4? I hope you didn't.
No.
Good.
But I kind of like Fortnite.
It's all right. No, I mean, here's the thing. It's a free game that's almost convenient everywhere else. So what else can you complain other than the fact that it's free?
Yeah.
You know?
I still think PUBG's better.
Are you sure? That's a buggy game, dude.
Yeah, it's better. It has better gameplay.
It's full of hackers.
Well,
full of
no,
bugs.
they banned most of the Chinese hackers.
Mm.
And it's full of bugs and glitches sometimes compared to Fortnite, if anything.
After 1.0 came out, there hasn't been as many bugs in comparison.
Mm.
Oh, okay. I just remembered that game is very
When did
buggy
you
or something.
Play it last?
I guess before the update then,
All right.
Was it this year or last year?
last year.
Yeah. In January, PUBG 1.0 came out, which was the
Ah.
final retail release.
Was it actually the final?
Yes, but now they're just adding more updates. You know,
Alright.
more maps and weapons.
Okay.
I mean, it's a better game, but the appeal is now with Fortnite. So
Okay, it is a good question. What? Do any of you guys care about Shinobi Strikers? So you go ahead, Gal.
Sushi Strikers?
Shinobi Strikers, the Naruto Xenoverse game.
Oh, Sushi Strikers. Okay.
Naruto's Universe game. Wait, if I remember correctly, seeing the game, I think it's a most Muso game or Dynasty Warriors game.
It's not a Muso game. I would describe it more like Xenoverse in a way.
Yeah, if it
Oh.
was a Muso game, I would have been able to get a review code of it.
Hmm.
Well, Muso-ish like game, like Senran Kagura or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually play the beta, and I'm gonna play the beta again. Hopefully this week,
Mhm.
and hopefully I can stream it.
Hmm.
It's all right. It has its issues. The main issue I have with the game is the camera. The camera was ass. It just flew all over the place during the beta. And hopefully I can actually release some gameplay on my gameplay channel, possibly in the coming weeks. In fact, I played it with my friend Luke a few days ago. But
Mhm.
overall, I think it's decent. I think it looks interesting, but if they fix a few issues, then it might be great.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Actually, I have a personal question for Sydney. So, what was the rest of Anime Expo for you? You said you went out drinking, wasn't it?
Whoa. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
What was the rest of Anime Expo was for you then? You said you went out drinking or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, we just went to. I just followed Garn, I guess, to panels. I got to go to the Fooly Cooly panel and hand out shirts.
Ooh, nice.
It's mainly
Hey.
like stuff like I didn't really do a lot at the con. It was mainly drinking, I guess, with all of our friends. And besides
Gotcha.
business, of course. Besides, obviously, when we had to do business, like when we had the toy shit and all that stuff.
You came in as industry, right?
Yes, I did.
Nice, nice. All right.
Yeah.
Hey.
Alright. all right. This is a question about Anime Expert for you, Gal. All right,
Huh? What's up?
this is my question for Guy. Kappa, what else was at the 18 plus section at Anime Expo?
Oh. See,
Well,
here's the thing. They actually, I don't know. I heard in the complaints that they had to do recently during Anime Expo that they had to literally cover up the 18 plus stuff in the dealer's room strictly because people were complaining or adults were complaining of them being so openly in the public. So in order for you to get in, you have to go into this shady curtain that didn't even look like it's anything just to go inside and buy anything. So, I mean, I managed to go inside the Faku booth. And I met up with two artists like 3D Rod and Kulos, and they had like they had like dojinshi, hentai art, a bunch of skateboard boards. So that was interesting, and a couple of shirts here and there. Like there was some merchandising, but they don't make it easy for you to find that, so you have to really look deep into it. So I didn't really check too much on all of the 18 plus one sort of J list or something along those lines. So. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Most of the stuff outside, like I think I know that this something with the entertainment had a booth there selling T-shirts, so I got a chance to meet up with those guys.
Mm.
There's a little Twitter video of us doing like arm wrestling.
Nice.
It was funny. It was nice. So yeah,
All right.
I'm definitely gonna come back again next year, hoping that things get better. That's all I can say.
Yeah, are you serious? Again, I really wish I can attend Anime Expo next year. I'm probably going to
Uh,
do my best.
One thing I will say,
Mhm.
it's funny how like years back they fixed the ticket line getting your badges,
Mhm.
but they haven't fixed getting the lines to getting inside to anything. That's the problem. What they fixed up, there's a problem that came in during the convention instead of before the convention. Like, it's pretty bad.
Mm.
So they got a lot to fix up. I swear to God, they need to get their shit together. Probably fix up their cap up their tickets, and if anything, just can you try to like spread out the entrances a little better so everyone can probably get in or something? I don't fucking know. There's just way too many people. Shit.
Yep.
Ugh.
All right. Have you guys played Danganronpa?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oof. I need to finish it.
I have not. I watched the anime, but I have not played any of the games. I want to play 3. I was thinking about streaming 3, but I heard that whenever you stream Danganronpa 3, people like to spoil it in chat. So
Yeah,
I'm like on the fence about streaming it.
I wouldn't do it then.
I might just like play it and
Personally?
yeah, go ahead.
Play it personally or something?
Yeah, play it personally, possibly like post like gameplay of it on my gameplay channel, and that's about it.
Let's play.
Hey.
Be your very first Let's Play, die.
Oh
Hey.
yeah.
Join my territory of the internet.
Oh, you mean like Nintendo fans complaining about little shit?
No. I mean the Let's Play part.
Oh, nice. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh boy.
So another question, I think this is for Gal and Sydney. Anyone use the 3D printers they had over there? Like, did they have like 3D printers at Anime Expo?
Printers?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think they did. No, I don't recall anything like that.
No. They did had a Wacom they had a Wacom tablet location in the entertainment hall, so you get to try out like different types of drawing tablets and stuff, which was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they had that, I guess, but not a 3D printer. Maybe not anywhere I checked. I guess I only just saw people who make stuff with a 3D printer.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, so we have one last question.
Mhm.
If Jump Force could have one playable Joestar, who should it be?
Jotaro.
Mm-hmm.
Jotaro's the most popular.
I would say Jotaro as well.
Jotaro.
Jotaro's the most recognizable. even if
Jotaro
you
would
don't
make the
play
most
JoJo.
sense.
I gotta be real with you. I still want to have Jonathan.
Jonathan?
Yeah, Jonathan Joestar. Yeah, I don't know. There's a slight appeal to me ever since I played him in J Stars. Honestly, even though he might as well just be as similar to Kenshiro in
He
some
was like-
extent.
He was considered a Kenshiro clone in J Stars.
Yeah, I don't know. Just there's an appeal to it when I watched the first part. Honestly, with Jonathan. So it's still nice to have him back. Honestly.
That kind of surprised me because, if I remember correctly, a lot of people don't like Jonathan.
Really?
No one really dislikes him. No one really cares for him.
Yeah. I mean, he's the first JoJo, for God's sake. You know, you gotta show some respect to the first badass of the family. You know,
Except for he wasn't a badass. He was a sweet, precious cinnamon roll.
he's a sweet, precious gentleman. Cinnamon roll.
Mm-hmm.
He focused so much on being a gentleman. the entire time.
He lives on in body.
Yeah. Oh.
Gamma,
Oh.
why?
Oh.
Why, Gamma? Why? Why?
If you want
Oh.
to believe, some fan theories, he lives on in body and spirit.
You know, now that I think about it, I guess Jonathan will technically be in the game after all, no matter what.
I mean, if Star Platinum's in it, technically, if you believe that fan theory.
Oh God.
Oh. I was thinking about
God.
I was thinking about the other guy.
Oh, Dio. Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, yeah. Well, you know, hey, they're going all out with this game. Even though the style is like they're kind of going this very realistic Unreal Engine looking style, which is like it's very noticeable. Like they're going over texture like crazy. I'll put that.
Yeah.
But hey, again, it's also a fact. Why is there a post-apocalyptic New York City? I'll never know. So we'll see what they're gonna do with this story once it does come out.
Gal,
Because
it's because
Dio-
it's because they want Light Yagami to stand on top of the rooftop looking menacing and shit.
Yeah, and you know he's not playable, right?
He's gonna be the
main
he's
villain.
he's gonna be the villain. He's obviously gonna
Yeah.
be the villain. But how would that, hypothetically speaking, let's say Light is a villain.
Uh-huh.
He has no powers whatsoever, and he's probably cunning enough to be the villain. How are you gonna end the game? How are you gonna fight him?
He got the
trick him.
latest copy of Shonen Jump and got all the names. It's like, I have collected all the copies of Shonen Jump, so I have all your names, fools! I can kill you right
Son
here and then.
Goku.
Or Kakarot's. That's your real name.
What is that?
I mean, if
With-
Jotaro and Dio, I know you have 2 time stoppers, so
Yes. Dio, you may be named Dio, but the actual body owner is Jonathan Joestar! Now you're really dead, except
But-
your head.
well, I mean, no, that wouldn't really kill Dio, would it?
Eh.
Would
I'm
it?
just
I mean, he's already dead.
Hey, that Death Note is much more power than people think. Not counting that movie.
All right.
Uh,
Okie dokie. All right. So before we end the podcast, we're going to briefly talk about what we have planned for August. All right. Let's start with Gal. What do you have planned for August, dude?
August is just another YouTube grind. Since I'm back from my vacation, I really got not much going on. Except, I am going to be going to Anime Fest around August 20th, actually, with the Schmuck Squad later. So there's going to be a panel with them. I'll be around as well as a panelist too with them and stuff. So if you're going to Anime Fest down in Dallas, Texas, come by to say hi to the schmucks. So that's gonna be a thing. Other than that, just me going on YouTube grind, making more funny clips, original series, and possibly writing for more Splash Out along the way as well.
Mm.
So yeah,
All right.
series is doing fine. Go for it.
Dark.
Getting back to editing Overlord Abridged.
Hey,
pretty much it.
Yeah.
nice man.
Nice. Gamma.
Really just more of a YouTube grind. Hopefully my health will have rebounded by next month so I can focus a bit more on YouTube. I have a lot of games that are coming down the pipeline in August that I have to cover, review, and let's play. So that's always fun. And it seems to be always be an interesting dilemma, but I may have a job interview for August as well. So
Nice.
hopefully that goes well.
Nice.
Really, just trying to get in better health and just stay on the and just get some more content out on YouTube. Maybe finish streaming Kingdom Hearts finally.
Oh, wait.
Hey.
Are you playing Kingdom Hearts 1 or Kingdom Hearts 2?
I'm still 1.5. I'm playing it on Proud.
Hmm.
I'm near the end, but I keep getting killed by the dragon.
Hmm.
Mm.
I'm just like I was wondering if you're playing Kingdom Hearts 2 because I know there was this one boss in like Final Mix that every Kingdom Hearts fan complain about. Like I think it was like Lingering Will, if I remember
Oh.
correctly.
Oh, that guy.
Well, you know what? If I can beat Ursula, I'm proud. I think I can accomplish anything.
Nice.
Okay.
Dance, water, dance.
Cindy, what do you have planned for August?
I go back to England in a few days and just hang out with my friends and do more videos on YouTube and such.
Nice.
Yeah, nothing too special.
Are you going to play? Are you going to let's play more games like Bible Black?
Mm.
I've already played Bible Black.
Oh, what other games are you gonna play? Actually, I'm curious.
I'm sorry.
What other games are you gonna play? Actually, I'm curious.
I'm not sure. I
Hmm.
kind of am interested in playing more fucked up games because I just want to see how depraved society. But
You know, yeah. Actually, do you have any recommendations other than Attention? What other games would you recommend?
Wait,
I've been
wait.
interested in that myself.
You're not interested in because you want to like I don't know torture me with those games, right, Gal? Right? buddy?
Listen, Dai. I'm also an advocate to try these games out myself. I enjoy these as well. So don't worry, it's fine. I'm just curious what kind of fucked up games that you've been playing recently that you would recommend, Sydney.
recently I'd honestly just have to say the only one I played is Euphoria. But if you're looking up
Mhm.
the one that I can say is a fucked up game that actually has a really good storyline that made me go like, oh, was probably like Sayano Yuta.
Ooh, Sayonara.
Whoa!
Okay. I like the
And-
sound of that.
Yeah, you'd like it if you like those kind of. It actually has a premise, weirdly. But the only thing that made me a bit uncomfortable was like this. It was the sex scenes because I'm not gonna get into it. It's pretty.
That's fine. No, I've heard of Sayano Uta from my friends in the past. I didn't think it was that fucked up now. So like, I'll keep that in mind.
Let's,
Pretty fucked
Yeah.
up.
okay,
Got it.
It's not on Steam. Okay. But yeah. As for me, I'm actually gonna be going on hiatus after August 3rd. Well, animation hiatus. We're still going to be doing the podcast. I'll still be streaming. I'll be doing the 12-hour horror stream in August. I'm also going to take the chance in August to mess around in Blender because I am going to start working on some original projects for the channel. One of which it actually involves something for the podcast. So hopefully you guys will look forward to that. And I'm trying to think of anything else. That's about it for me.
That's me. Hey, all right.
All right, and that's it. I want to thank my host for participating in today's podcast, Gamma,
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, my dude.
Gal.
I think I'm feeling a lot better now. Hey, yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Dogmoon.
This was very fun.
You
Why did you laugh?
you still upset about the MILFs?
Well, now that the podcast is ending, I think I hear something opening up in the background.
No.
I think I hear like a portal or something opening up.
Alright.
You cannot escape the MILF factor.
Haunted mills.
Haunted mills.
They were ghosts all along.
It missed you. No, it missed you because don't you know 1 hour out here is 100 years in there? Come on, they miss you.
Yeah, Dark Moon, don't worry. They always considered you like a son.
That's a locked up game I'll play.
All right, fine. I'll do it. I will get writing on this.
And finally, I guest host for today's podcast, Sydney. It was great to have you here, fam.
It was great to be here.
Hey.
Yep. With that said, thank you guys for With that said, thank you guys for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day and night. Laters.
Bye.
Say goodbye, Dark.